Hello. I'm sitting outside and it is cold today and it's raining. So, I am going to be talking about today how just the benefits of mind movies and how they accelerate your manifestations or your end goals by reinforcing things that are very necessary. I'll talk all about it in the top three things that's going on with manifestations and mind movies. So, that is the topic today. I am very excited to do this. I also wanted to say I am going to be doing lives for the rest of the year. So, I'll see what happens then. But every day for the rest of the year, I'm going to challenge myself to do this on here. So, now that is out of the way, to the topic. The first one is, sorry, I feel like I got an eyelash like trying to get in my eye. But yes, number one is engages multiple senses and like using these different things helps engage multiple senses. So visual, also auditory with the like waves and affirmations, and it also really stirs up your emotions. I hope you can hear me. Let me move my hand. Yes, and it really stirs up your emotions because of all of these senses that it is incorporating into this video. So when you're seeing these pictures, it's inducing a feeling. Those feelings are, the emotions, and then the affirmations on top of that as a thing that you're hearing helps you to like really be imbued or what's the word? I'm gonna saturated. Your mind is really saturated and focused on the mind movie at that moment and your manifestation and the end goal that you're hoping for. So, love mind movies for that. Number two, it is a consistent mental imprint of your desired outcome. And I wrote that because the birds. I wrote that because of the fact that it really does. How do I say that? Okay, so when it comes to manifestations, a thing that will hinder your manifestation is the fact that you don't believe it, as people say. Those are quotation marks. But you don't believe that your manifestation can happen for you, or there's a belief gap. I was reading about this. So, there's this wheel that I was reading. It's actually in the affirmations book from Noah, the one who created the affirmations. I can't remember his last name, but he was talking about how it spins off a wheel. So you have a desire, then you have a belief, and then that belief leads to an action, and then your action leads to an outcome. So your desire, you desire this vacation, but you believe that, oh well, it'll I won't be able to get the time off, or I might not have enough money. And then you take an action. So your action could be something like, oh, well, looking up tickets, or, talking to a friend about coming with you. But you're doing those actions based off of your beliefs. So if you already believe that you don't have enough money, that's why you may go to a friend and ask them if they'll like come with you to help get some of the cost off, even though you want to go by yourself. Or another thing that I mentioned, like for the vacation days, like if you think that you don't have enough time, then you will like shorten it up or make it a close by destination so that you're not away for a very long time. So your outcome, whether it's a good one or a bad one, is based on those three previous things. So I'll say that again: your desire, your belief, then your action, and then the outcome that you get from those past three things. So this increases your belief in yourself. A mind movie helps to create those things in your brain that increases belief that these achievements aren't so far-fetched. A lot of times that's why people don't go after what they actually desire, because they feel like, oh well, they don't actually expect to have fulfillment or achievement. Like they want to do it, but they're like, okay, well, I want to, but I don't have enough money, or I want to, but I'm not talented enough, or I want to, but I don't have the resources. Whatever your but is, get your butt out of the way, because that is the thing that stops people. And just speaking from the brain, the things that I've learned over the, like, my movies have been a tool that I've been using, and that's why I incorporated it on my channel, because I just wanted to, out of all the things that I've been learning for, reprogramming my own brain, this is something that I'm like, okay, I know that this works. I know that people, this is a tool that people really don't know about. So I wanted to bring this here. And in the brain, speaking scientifically, it makes the unfamiliar familiar. So when you're going for a manifestation, let's say go back to the vacation. If you're thinking about the vacation and you're like, oh, well, I want to, but I don't have enough money, the fact that there is this destination that you really want to go to, it's unfamiliar to you though, because you've never been, and you also don't believe that you have the money. So it is something that is unfamiliar. So in order to make it familiar over the next however long, until that day of the vacation, or until you get however much money you're looking for, or whatever it is, it makes it familiar so that the experience is not foreign to you, and it's easier to magnetize the right people, the right opportunities, which really leads us into number 3. Because if you were here, if you watched the video yesterday, from the live that I did, I talked about the RAS, or RAS, reticular activating system, in your brain. And the third one actually goes to that, because it activates the creative and the problem solving centers in your brain, as well as strengthening your RAS, which is, I just mentioned, the part of your brain that looks out and catches the different things. So I talked more about it yesterday. Go watch that video. It's great as well. It has a lot to do with just Askfirmations and understanding those, and this really ties into it. I am very excited to continue to bring this to everyone, because this is peak amazing. Just incorporating all of the things that really impact your mind and gets you to change your desires, and not just trying to go at your desires or go for your manifestations halfway, and not actually knowing how or if your desires will actually manifest. So the last thing, it makes your brain, well, that was all 3, but this ties into that more. It makes your brains notice more opportunities with repeated exposure, and aligns you with more and more of your goals. So I told a story yesterday as well about the mental rehearsal that an athlete would like to perform before they actually go to the big game, because that increases their belief that they can actually take the shots, and the shots that they take are actually hitting, because of the mental rehearsal and the preparation that they did before. So this is the same with the mind movies. And the last little bit that really wires this in, scientists have said, this is science, because I know a lot of this sounds like, oh, woo woo, and just mind movies or watching pictures and things like that. It sounds like something that's not believable. I can understand that it sounds like that, but it is science. Scientists have said that it takes 400 repetitions to create a new synapses in your brain. 400 repetitions. Unless it is done with incorporating fun or playfulness, which it actually only then takes 10 to 20 repetitions. So going from learning a new skill, even learning it, having to do it over and over again 400 times, or choosing to, come down to 10 and 20 by incorporating fun. And teachers know this as well. That's why they try to have fun in their lessons, incorporate different things that engages kids and not bore them to sleep, because people hate that. And it's no way to learn, honestly. So that is the top 3. I will say them all over again. One, it engages multiple senses, and multiple, with your visuals, with the hearing, auditory, and your emotions with the affirmations that are being said. It engages those. Number two, it is a consistent mental imprint of your desired outcomes, and it increases your beliefs as well that you can actually achieve the things that you desire to achieve. And number three, it activates those creative problem solving centers in your brain and also your RAS that helps you align better with the things that you are hoping to align with. So, those are the top three reasons why that works. You can watch this over again, and we do have a playlist that has all of the mind movies with affirmations or subliminals, whichever one you prefer. There is a slight difference on those as well, which I can talk about at a later time. But yes, that is that. And also, I wanted to say that I am going to leave the candle description, the candle information, in the description, the Mind Movies playlist. And yeah, I'll be doing these lives until the end of the year, just so that everyone can better get to know me, the person, or not even just me. I'm not talking about myself much on here, but I am speaking about the concepts that I'm bringing in my longer videos to these lives so that they actually make sense, if you don't know much about how or why these things work, because I know a lot of new people are finding my channel, so they may see it and like think it's like, well, what is this? So this is just the information for people to come on, or people to see after they've discovered the channel and they understand more about what a mind movie is and how askfirmations are better than affirmations and things of that nature. So yes, with that being said, I am Adriana. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye.